Hi, welcome to the Daily with B, the lockdown edition. Today is day 10. Wow, guys. Wow, day 10. We're now in double digits. So, effectively, we have 18 days to go till the lockdown is over. That is if 18 days, I think, yeah, well. But looking at the current status, Juanana, with the number of patients being pretty much reducing, yeah, like 3, 4 have right now seem to not have the virus. And out of all the 3,000 people that have been tested so far, none of them have the virus. So it's at 13. So big ups to them. Hopefully by day 28, we might be getting out of this lockdown. And I'm hoping that we took this time, we are taking this time as a time of growth and time of figuring out who we are and what it is that we want to do. Yesterday I was talking about innovation and how a lot of countries have taken heed to innovating or innovative ideas rather to help beat out this COVID-19 situation. So, ding ding ding. Boost and B3. Wow. They're honored, right? Personally, B3 and Boost are correct. I haven't really had much association with them, if I may say. So I've never really understood what they really do, apart from what just on paper. The channel, everybody else, we see it on paper, what it is that they do. So I haven't really seen their products going out loud. But right now, they've really put me on like eye dropping. Starting off with a press release, Yabone, they've made instead of making with sanitizer. Apparently, they have 600 liters or something of sanitizer that they've made. They're still waiting for it to like BOB, the standard Botswana Bureau standards to approve it. If it's approved, big ups to them. And that's not even all. They went and they have made liquid soap and bar soaps, quite a number, and that just really shows what innovation which is a good thing. From there, they went on also to make drones. They're making like drones that go around and spraying public areas, but places that they're saying movement is inevitable, like Modipateleng, the corridors and stuff like that. So that if there's any of the virus in the air, they sort it out from the sky, which is wow. I've just been thinking on how a lot of things just needed the right push. Because I don't believe overnight all of these can just happen. But already, we've just been having the capability, we've just not been having the right support. So big ups to everybody else who's been doing it. And they're also having, apparently they're having an online registration form. Along with you'll be able to get permits online. You don't have to go into queue right now. Go Mulaudi like it's happening. So once you do it effectively out. And comparing it with the B3 one, I haven't really requested for a permit. I'm really practicing extreme social distancing. While I'm being here, I don't need to be going out. And some friends on Facebook were trying it out, and some of them had quite a number of queries. There's one that I saw, Loren, and it was really good. Everything that he needed, he was able to get the permit, no stress. The other ones were trying to log in, and it was giving them like sort of like a 404, an error 404. They couldn't find it. So I'm guessing maybe it might work Busiku, and really Busiku, I mean, during the week, or it might work Homana, it has a certain number of users who are allowed to log in at a time. Maybe that's why they're having problems. But Yomungwene was able to, well, not even Yomungwe, quite a number, like about 3, 4 that I saw. They were given permits, but it never printed or they were not able to download it. But the permit has been granted. So they just went to the shops because they were most system thing, but there was no proof. So I'm guessing now, since the system is now really online, I'm guessing how Kopanali law enforcers they also have access to the system. Because I don't believe it will be of any use if you're able to get a permit and you are the one who has to provide the proof that you have a permit. The people who have to be checking if you do have a permit have to be able to check to see if it's going on. And then really that was for me was really a good thing at the moment to see what we truly are taking this innovative thing at heart. Okay. Now still at it with innovation. This is my own opinion. I saw something the other day. We have to also look at the financial impact that COVID-19 is having in our country. It estimated that around the government, like not really the government, the country makes around 540 million pula per day. That's on a normal year. That's like how much money or revenue goes in and out. And half of that LA household goods. Imagine 540 million. So around effectively in 28 days, 128 times 540, 5A, no sorry, A, 25, 40, 580, somewhere there, it's in the 500s, times 28 days. That's how much money has really been lost because of COVID-19. And I saw somewhere else where it will cost around 40 million to test every Motswana. That's like everybody testing us to see who has COVID-19. And then I like to believe once we have all the numbers to see who has it and who doesn't have it, we can then implement that lockdown for another 6 months, keeping us healthy and be able to build our industries to help support our economy. And then I was also thinking, Ghana, comparing the 40 million euro with the 2 billion that's already been issued out, I feel like it's too much. But at the same time, you also look at the number of people that would have to be tested and how it would have to be tested. On a simple kind of way, you think, but I know for sure the companies said Mobujalweng, for example, and like the cigarette industry would not mind popping up, like Bakopan had to say in choking. Then the mines, let's say we are popping up 40 million. I like to believe even the COVID fund so far, it might actually have reached that 40 million. That will be the easiest way to handle it. Well, that's how we see it on the outside, right? But the people inside who know the logistics are the ones who would have to be better informed to say. But if it's possible, let's all get tested. 40 million, better than, well, time, the 500 million going down the drain every day. The suspense that we all have would be sorted out. But I was also listening to, well, I'm not even listening. I have a friend on Facebook, and he was talking about the lead doctor, Warona, who's been busy dealing with COVID-19. His accolades are amazing. He's top-notch of a doctor. He is one of those people who the government, or should I say Botswana, is very privileged to have. Just looking at what he has done and his qualifications. And if we are going to be led by somebody like that, I like to believe there might be that glimpse of hope, or we really are being led. Because yesterday on the news, on the update on COVID-19, was asked, why don't we implement policies such as with Singapore, with Taiwan? And he said we are rolling that out. So I was thinking, okay, maybe that's what they mean, because they're saying they're turning pretty much every lab, from a veterinary to normal health, they'll be testing people to see if, like, Modi district thing. So I'm guessing after this, after people have been taught how to test for COVID-19, we would be going out on a massive rollout test. Because now I grew up Mokasani, Mokazungu to be precise, and it starts like malaria. And how to like malaria, the healthcare workers literally go. I remember to fight malaria, they would go day, like literally door by door. And when the sprayer, that sort of disinfect anti-malaria medicine, then they spray on your walls and everywhere that you might be able to stay. Like if you have a drawer wall, they literally would spray your entire wall to help fight malaria. So that's why that's my viewpoint was saying, but I know we can all be tested. So hopefully with this rollout plan, be able to get tested. And closing it off, I was seeing some company in France, quite a number of companies in France also applying Kanyabona innovation. They generally produce pregnancy tests. And because now COVID-19 is here and it's affecting all types of businesses, they've decided to convert or their the redeploy their machines to make COVID-19 tests. So in a week they'll be making like around 1 million. And I'm thinking if we could be nice enough and throw in an extra, looking at the money that we're going to be that has already been deployed for COVID-19. Somebody could just hint, and maybe get 1 million this week, and then 1 million, and at the end of the lockdown, something. Because that will be a way of helping speed up this testing kits. Because how do we buy the number of testing kits that there's a way of sort of dealing with it. If even possible, we could just see if we can make ourselves. We can make them for ourselves, because mass testing and isolating people who really have the virus is one of the greatest ways that we can beat COVID-19. So closing words. Remember, it costs 40 million on average, around 40 million to get everybody testing. We lose around over 500 million, pretty much half of that, if not more, every day. We're a little more lockdowning. So everybody but home, stay safe. Let us fight this. See you tomorrow.